Hello, ladies, gents, and Michael Joseph Savages. Today I'm gonna be... This is gonna be painful. So I'm gonna play New Zealand today with a true Iron Man historical game, so just let me name that accordingly. So I'm gonna give you post-commentary about my experiences while showing said experiences on the screen. So here we have lovely old New Zealand with 3 units and a rather comfortable peacetime life. However, this game isn't exactly about peace, and that's one of the main reasons that this country makes me want to rip my balls off and eat them. So our country starts with very few building slots and only a single military factory that we can very slowly produce adult Nerf guns. So I'll assign our 3 units to one guy, and unlike Canada, they actually all have portraits, so good on them, I guess. And here is the rotting dung heap of this country, this milquetoast and rather boring focus tree. This is bad even for 2016 standards. So this division template is rather mid. It's rather indecisive on what it wants to be. And of course, Britain's gonna lower my autonomy, which I'm not interested in. For political advisors, only one fella has a custom portrait, so retract what I said about Canada earlier. Forgot to mention this, we have no navy and 12 Tinker Toy planes to start with. We might as well crash them into Antarctic. Oh, wait. So I decided to rush the independence thing because the one fun-ish thing to do with New Zealand is this, unite Polynesia, which actually has a picture now. We need relatively few islands to do it, but those islands are controlled by many colonial big guys. In my opinion, the hardest islands to get are the Mariana Islands like Guam and, of course, Hawaii. What a great political idea, minus the whole no political modifiers thing that drags it down. I also want to mention that this isn't meant to be a showcase in New Zealand. If you really want to explore it and you have the Together for Victory DLC, have at it, nerd. So I feel that the best way to unify Polynesia is to go fascist and befriend Japan, because you can actually ask powers for their islands if you're allies with them, so let's do that. Now, for whatever stupid reason, I decided to get a political advisor before the one I needed was available. Not too big of a whoopsie at this point. After a year and a half of slowly gaining autonomy and becoming fascist, I can click the don't kill everyone button, go fascist, and get this guy. Side tangent, I think that By Blood alone has messed up British historical AI, because look how many divisions they have in East Africa. This is how many they have in actual Great Britain. And as World War II creeps on the horizon, we can finally get some Maori volunteers. But more importantly, we can get some islands. If we were a dominion, but because we're fascist, we're not, so we have to become independent. So World War II broke out in Europe, and that means we're at war with Germany, thanks to my dumbass who hired another advisor by accident. The war has been raging for 2 months, and France is already dead. Good job, guys! After another 8 years, we can finally break free from those monarchist sissies, and because of the war, we still can't leave the Allies. But we can get islands from Australia, Free France, and Big Balls Churchill. Australia accepts, and that gives us the Solomon Islands. Free France accepts, despite their capital being in New Caledonia, and the United Kingdom accepts. That gives us all of this, and we'll thank them by joining the Japanese. Again, the United Kingdom is the only allied major left, and that's all they have to defend the homeland. Meanwhile, in Sudan, Japan lets us in, and they give us their islands. Now we only need Guam and Hawaii, so I'll be taking those. And it's time to go get them. And while March of the Defenders in Moscow doesn't fit the ideology, it is an absolute banger. However, Japan doesn't seem too keen on actually using their sizable navy to help a brother out here, and I was getting tired and a headache, so I'll just show you what could have been. Welcome back to 1936. Thank you, Mr. Lyons, and thank you, Mr. Baldwin. Now, to speed up the process, I just made Britain puppet the French, Japanese, and Americans. And with their acceptances, we can unite a group of islands. We're now the Dominion of Polynesia, and we've removed the Union Jack from our flag. Now, here's something weird. When Savage dies and Fraser becomes PM, you'd think there's no way you can get him back. But you'd be wrong. Any old retired country leader event gives you back Michael Joseph Savage. It's a ghost! And with that, I'm calling it quits. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. Will I do this again? Who knows?